into perspective. Mr. Legend, Mr. Hall of Famer, how are you squaring? Have you ever seen this, the Mavericks' decision to move on from one of the greatest players of this generation?
Malika, it's been a long time. I mean, I was not even a teenager yet when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar requested a trade and was traded to the Lakers. But there was run up to that.
Right.
And it wasn't a surprise. There wasn't the shock value that we got late Saturday night, particularly even for those of us still awake on the East Coast, nearly 1 a.m. So no, and I was only, I don't know, maybe 2 years old when Wilt got traded, a little older than that, maybe 6 or 7. So I don't remember. This is the biggest deal of this kind in a long, long time. There have been other sports. Wayne Gretzky was traded after winning 4 championships and still a young enough man to be in his prime, sort of. But the shock value of 2 of them being involved, you know, and a global icon being involved at 25 or 26, whatever Luka's about to turn, he's got a birthday coming up, and Anthony Davis still in his prime, a 25-point scorer and a great two-way player, to have both of them, that is the jolt, and it came with no warning. And there's all of that, and Dallas being in the finals last year, but most of it is just Luka being box office. People internationally want to see Luka Doncic. Not necessarily as much the case with Anthony Davis, but definitely the case with Luka. And I tell you what, Malika, real quickly, from the way Dallas played last night, the one thing I wonder is that has their spirit been just snatched out of them for more than, is it short term? And it's understandable. They lost their identity. I get it. But how do you restore that? I mean, how long are they going to get to mope and say, oh, my God, we're not the only ones shocked? Remember, it's not like Jimmy Butler where this has been talked about for a month. So they played not just like, they were depressed. Do you get that back? Does Dallas lose its identity? And that didn't even dawn on me until I saw the highlights from last night. I'm like, wow, what does that mean for the Mavericks, if anything?
Right. Maybe the arrival of Anthony Davis will help this team move from a place of shock to a place of, okay, we're trying to avenge what happened in the NBA Finals last year. Michael Wilbon, thank you for your perspective. And please, next time, I would love to hear of a trade in the middle of the night when you're actually asleep, Mr. Wilbon, because you're always up for these sorts of things. Let's continue with Team No Sleep, because while fans are